Looks like I'm white. Gonna play a few more 3-Dawn games. I think I'm close to ranking up. So hopefully it won't be too much longer, as long as I can win. The 3-Dawns have been a bit more challenging than I thought they'd be recently. Okay, he approaches. If he hanes, I'm gonna go down because I'm kind of bored of this one. I think this one is more exciting. And at least according to AI, it's not really that bad. Like I think it's like a -2 or something like that, but not big enough to really make a difference. Then they do this one, which is a slight mistake. I think they're supposed to just block. But when they do this one, sometimes they'll play it this Hane, but then I get to cut, and it starts a fight that's supposed to be good for me. So they're supposed to just go back and defend their cut. So they defend that one, and now I can just kind of play here. I'm also tempted to go here, because if he does run, I can build a wall. It also puts some pressure on this group. So yeah, I think I'll try it. If I just extend here, there's also like a peep here that he can use. And I don't have the enclosure yet, so this side just doesn't seem very interesting. Although now that he blocks here, I think I'll go back and just capture. There's still some weaknesses here. I have some bit more potential on the side and less weaknesses. So it's not terrible for black, but it's probably still pretty even. But I like it. And here I can jump or enclose. I don't really like him playing this one because it feels like if I go here, I'm growing my area and reducing his. And if he plays here, he's reducing mine while growing. So this feels like a big point. And he probably approaches, I'm guessing. Oh, he just jumps. Okay. And not really sure. I can enclose or I can approach. I think I'm just going to enclose because he can't really take this entire area in one move. And there's still like a weakness here where I could play here and then peep and then do something over here. So I wouldn't call this his territory yet either. And after spending so many moves here, it feels like it should be better. And he just jumps in. Okay. So I don't really want to try and kill this, but I want to try and get a wall here to where when I approach, maybe I can get something in the center. But trying to play something on the side for territory doesn't feel very good. So I think I'm just going to cap and see what he does and then see if I can profit from it. Like him just going here and I get to block here is already good for my corner. It helps fix some of the weaknesses there. If he goes this way, I'm not really sure what it does because my group is pretty solid. He attaches. Okay. So I could just push and cut, but then there's a Hane and there's a chance he gets potential in the center. And I don't want him to have any potential in the center. So I'm just going to let him connect and then I'll connect my cutting point. Okay, he does that one. So I think I can play this first. Feels like he has to jump, but then pushing through seems pretty good. But not sure. Maybe I want to just protect my corner. I'll probably just protect my corner. And if he pushes me this way again, I'm going into the center, which is limiting his potential here. And playing a Hane here or something is like I'm not really making that many points anyway, so there's not much point to it. If he tries to cut, I just extend and then connect, and then he has 2 weak groups. Okay, so he does that one. Not really sure why, but I'll go ahead and defend my cutting point. And then it feels like he needs to run, but then there's a push and cut. And living on this side also doesn't seem too easy. And because I have this push, it feels like my corner is pretty safe. And I think I can jump here. If he attaches and pushes, I can Atari connect. And not trying to kill, I'm just trying to get some profit somewhere else and reduce the center. But if he Tanukis or something, then I probably have to try and punish. Yep, I'll just surround. And even if he does kind of like try and take the center, it'll just like connect on the outside. Okay, I can still connect under, so even if he tries to go this way, which he doesn't. Okay. Yeah, this just feels bad for him. Because now he has to connect. Yep, he can Atari first. But he has to connect, and then I can just kind of jump out here. And his group's not alive here, and now he has a weak group in the center. And yeah, he's just creating more issues. So he fixes that. And my corner is a little bit weak, so I'll go ahead and defend. I can still connect under. I don't think he can surround me in one move. So yeah, he does fix that, and now I need to jump out. But my corner should be safe. This group is out and should be safe, and he has to figure out how to live. Okay. Yep, I'll just connect here. And not sure what the best way is. Maybe just connect. Feels bad to just connect, but if he tries to peep, I believe I can just push and cut. So maybe this is good, maybe it's not, but we'll try it. And it still feels like he needs to try and live. If I get to play this Hane, he has to somehow make 2 eyes here, which should make this stronger, and then I can use it to attack his center group. There's a clamp here, which I don't really like. So I think I'll just go ahead and defend, just to make sure my corner is nice and strong. And he still doesn't have 2 eyes. But maybe he can Tanuki. But it just feels pretty good if I get to play like a Hane and then play here. I'll go ahead and block. So he does try that. And now there's still some weakness here. But it feels like he's probably alive. So I should go ahead and probably Tanuki. I don't like getting pincered, so we'll just play this. If he goes here, then I can Tanuki again. He jumps. Okay, I'll go ahead and just try and connect my stones together. Just giving me some more potential here. So yeah, he's trying to live now, but now I can take advantage of some of his weaknesses here. And yeah, I'll just make a solid connection. There's still some weaknesses here, especially if I could play this attach. But instead he just connects. Not sure which is the best direction to push, but we'll go ahead and just push this way and make sure it's very connected. So then when I play here, I don't have to worry as much about getting surrounded. So he Hanes. Still has some shape issues, but I'll probably push at least once more. Or maybe I should jump. 'Cause I guess if he extends and I go here, like I would want to just turn here because this area is bigger. So if he extends, I probably would jump. Um, since he didn't, I do have some eye shape here. I'm connected, so I could play the Hane, but then he gets a tiger's mouth. So I think we'll jump instead, which makes it a little bit easier to threaten to surround, and is reducing his potential over here. Okay. He attaches, which makes him stronger, but it's also going to make me stronger. Yep, just stay connected. Even if he does all the Ataris, it's hard for him to really get much here. And pushing here doesn't seem too helpful, so I'll go ahead and just connect. And I think I can like play here, then push, and then he's probably pretty much alive. So, not sure what that is, but we'll go ahead and stay connected. I can also play this first too. Maybe the peep and then attach. And not really sure what he's trying to do there, but I think I'm going to go ahead and just jump in here. If he tries anything like this, I just push and cut, and then these are getting cut off. He could try bumping. I'd probably just go down and then here. Okay, so he just tries to connect. So I just need to try and make a base on this side. And if I get a base here, now that's creating more of a weakness when I invade here. Okay, so he blocks. I think I'll block as well. Because then when I peep here, it creates more weaknesses when I get to cut. And yeah, I was going to say there's still this attachment here, but it really feels like he needed to spend another move here to defend. So now I could peep and then go here, and then if he cuts, there's like I can squeeze and stuff like that. So I'm not sure what the best move for him here is. Okay, so looks like he's just trying to connect under. Not sure what I should do. Feels like I should try and separate them, but not sure if he can actually surround me or not. Not sure. We'll try it. Feels like maybe this works for him. Then I have to go here, and then he protects, and then I push and cut. I'm not sure I have enough liberties. But this one gives me some more flexibility, I think. So now I think I can like push here, and then there's just lots of Ataris I can do. And then I can go down. He can squeeze, so if he connects and I go here, he can go under, but that's okay. Okay, yep, go down. Now he has to be worried about this cut here. Although it could be bad for me too, because if he connects and then I have to capture, this group can get cut off and pretty weak. So maybe I just want to cut here and capture this so that I'm staying somewhat connected here. Then it kind of just becomes, do I have enough liberties? Which, if he just captures, I believe I can just go here and here. But yeah, he can do that one as well. But it feels like he's short on liberties. Maybe I should have attached first, but not sure. So I kind of wanted to leave this open in case he tries something over here. I can at least get one eye here. Okay. And then, yeah, I think he's just one liberty short. If he connects, I connect. He captures, I cut. He goes here. Then I have two liberties. I'm not sure he has a good way to expand it. And even if he captures here, later I can even maybe run out here, and this whole thing's not alive if I can do some kind of splitting attack. Yep, I just have to go here. Then yeah, even if he Hanes, I can Atari and go down. So I'm just one liberty ahead. But not sure if this was too good for me because I didn't think about how weak this group would get if he got to block here. So now that he's alive here, this group is a little bit weak as well, but feels like I should be able to either live on the side or run out. So I kind of have to live here to make this good. And these are just small, so I think I'll just go ahead and start running. Okay, so he attaches. Just need to stay connected. I don't think he can really surround me here because he just has lots of weaknesses here that I can use to make eyes and also to get like advantages here to maybe cut something off. Like if he just goes here, then there's like an attach here, there's a cut. Not sure which would be better. I can also maybe just Atari here, but he can like Atari and throw in. Yep, I'll go ahead and Hane. If he goes here, here, and cuts, there's a push and cut. If he pushes, I can Atari. I guess he might cut here. So I suppose I can go here to make eyes, but well, I guess going here already makes this an eye, because if he Ataris and connects, I capture. And then I can push through, which is making an Atari here. Okay. I think I'll Atari once because I would like to keep this cut off. But then I think I just go here. Maybe even this is better for eyes. Yeah, let's try this one. I might lose a few stones, but as long as I live, it's okay. Then, depending on what happens, it could also make it where I could Atari here and here, which is cutting off this group. But I think I'm just going to play here and then just make an eye on the side. And yep, I think I can Atari. Doesn't really help me get out, but creates a bit more weaknesses here. And then, can I live here or did I mess up? I didn't really read it too much, but I felt like this was working. If he pushes, I block. If he does this one, I capture. If he goes here, here, um, maybe I can't make an either. If so, then I just blundered this game. Could probably also play here, and he goes here, and then I Atari, and then he has to capture. I guess he can capture this way, so maybe it would be a Ko. I guess this is also Atari, but 1, 2, 3, and then he throws in. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe I can get a Ko, but because I'm stopping him from playing this and then going here. So the throw in would make it a Ko. Maybe, not sure. But yeah, 3 dons are just too good these days. Like I play 5 dons and they're not this good. Um, okay. So now I have some co-threats over here because this whole thing's not alive. Yeah, we'll try this one. And I should have enough co-threats over here, I would think, to make up for this. Because I kind of have to win this code twice, I think. If I lose this, it could be big. Well, this actually helps me. Now I just have to win it once. I might have to try this one next and connect under. Pretty close to living here, but then this gets cut off. So yeah, I'll go ahead and just stay connected. and keep trying to go after the whole thing. Which I guess if he just captures, then I kind of have to kill to win, because that's probably too big. So I definitely messed up here. I didn't think about how weak this would get. And then I probably could have connected better, but I didn't read it. Oh, he responded. And he probably tries to push through here. But I guess he does have some local threats. This should be Sente. And then if he kind of blocks here, I go here, which I don't think he can cut off. And then there's weaknesses over here next. Oh, this is actually kind of reducing his liberties. But yeah, I probably should just lose. So we'll see if he gives me another chance. And he cuts. Yep. Kind of have to. Corner's too big. And surround. So I got one more here. And if he tries to capture the 2 stones, I probably will just ignore. Um, yeah, this shouldn't be a co-threat. Oh, but he responded. But yeah, he just goes here. I'm gonna Tanuki. Oh, he has that one. Okay. Am I able to connect here and force this? It shouldn't be. Yeah, I think he can just turn here and he's alive. Well, I guess he got rid of this Liberty, so I can Hane Atari. So maybe it's not alive. It's there, which is pretty big. I got stronger here, so now something over here feels even more effective. Yeah, so I think I have to. Yeah, my group's got way too weak. Okay, so he does respond. Yeah. Although this one might not be Sente. I probably have to go here to get rid of this eye. Because if I go here, he can Atari, connect, and live. And I also don't want to play this one, but I might have to. Because when he connects here, there's a snapback, so I would lose more. Yep, I should be able to. I think if I go here and he finishes the code, then I can peep first, and then he doesn't have two eyes. Yep, and at least take once and then connect. Then he has to live. Guess he wants to do this next, but not sure. He's kind of just giving me points at that point. But if this dies, then it doesn't really matter. Okay, so he just lives. And now anything over here is a snapback, so I just have to ignore pretty much whatever he plays. Yep, connect. And then now I just have to make an eye somewhere here, which it doesn't seem that hard. But I think he should have just killed me at some point. Okay. So many options. I think we'll try this one because when I go down, maybe I can make an eye here or here. And then there's also like an attach here. Yeah, let's try this one. Feels like he has lots of weaknesses here. Guess maybe he could do this one, and then here, Atari, I have to connect, and then not sure I can make an eye here. So maybe this was a mistake. Also probably do this one into this one, and then make an eye here. But I do lose a lot of points at the top. But I can push through and cut, so it feels like he has to go here, and then I can probably just live with this. But I lose these. But it would be Gote. So I go here, goes here, here. Then he has to capture. And then that doesn't help fix. I still do the same, so here, here, that's already an eye. And yeah, so when he goes here, then I can play something down here, which is probably the biggest area. It almost feels like I can push and cut later, but I would need this one. But yeah, I'll go ahead and fix this area because there was some weaknesses with like the attach or the peep. And yeah, I'll block and extend. And then attaching here is pretty big. Just to reduce a little bit. Maybe I can even haunt it. Not sure that's too helpful though. Yep. It's mostly just endgame. But yeah, I should have lost a long time ago, so I'm not sure how I'm still in this, but not sure what the score is. But yeah, definitely better than 3 Dawn. Or 3 Dawns are just better than 5 Dawns. I don't know, because like even 7 Dawns I don't think played this well. Well, 7 Dawns would have just beat me. So I probably just played worse than I think I did. Okay, seems like he knows endgame too. Push. Not sure I can do anything now that he got the connection. And yep, this should just be Sente. And there's definitely some Aji here I can use. Not sure what the best way to do it is. Feels like here I can throw in, but doesn't seem like it actually does much. So maybe it's just here, connect. Yeah, I think throw in's better because when I go here, he only has one eye, but I guess I can't really force him to connect anyway. Because he has 2 spaces, so even if I throw in, he can just capture, and I feel like I just lose a point or it doesn't change much. Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, this should be Sente. This one's pretty big, but this one might be bigger. Not sure. If he goes here, it's pretty much Sente. But yeah, we'll play it. Yeah, this is why I always teach don't get weak groups. But normally the 3 Dons can't really take advantage of it. Definitely some Aji here. Yeah, I'm not sure. Score Stater says I'm winning by half a point, so I'm not sure how accurate that is. And I think I just have to go for points then. So there's probably some Aji here, but this is like not worth anything if he can't do anything here. So that should be a 1 point gain for me. Okay. It's pretty big, but Gote. I don't think that's the biggest move. Yep, I'll play this one. Should be Sente. And this push is pretty big, but connecting and saving the 3 stones is probably bigger. Still says white by half a point, so I probably win or lose by half a point. Curious if I could have done better here to where I didn't lose all of this and lived, but guess I'll never know. He goes there, but that's also a pass. It's not gaining any points for him because it's a snapback. So this is Sente, or at least it should be, because I think it's the biggest move on the board. And then Hane. This is 2 points, 2 points. This one, I don't know. It feels like 1.5 or something. Yeah, I'll just play here. And connect. And then this one and this one look like they're about equal. Yep, I guess I'll go here. Because if he blocks, then I block, and he takes, I take. And it should be pretty much the same. So if I was half a point ahead, it should still be half a point. Score estimator says I'm winning by 1.5, but I think that's because he played this pass, and then he played what was the pass here. So he connects, I connect. I don't think there's any other moves on the board, and then I just have to hope there's nothing here. I'm assuming he's going to try if he's losing. Because, yeah, it still says white by 1.5, which I have no idea how I haven't lost this game. Yep, like I said, he's definitely going to try. But it doesn't look like there should be anything. It feels like I can either just live or connect. Yep, just stay connected. Like if he goes here, I go here. If he cuts, I Atari. And there's just not enough he can do. But yeah, like I said, I can't tell if this was a strong 3-don or I just played much worse than I thought. Like I don't know what that is. Like his Endgame or whatever he's doing now definitely feels like a 3-don, but like all the fighting and stuff felt very strong. Okay, and then he just resigns, yeah, because I'm 1.5 points ahead. But yeah, let's take a look at this with AI just to see where I went wrong. Cause I don't know. Cause I don't think he played well. I think I just played bad. But still better than most 3-dons, I think. Or it's because of when I play. Because I've been playing like at like 1 p.m. my time, and I think if I play later at night, they're normally much weaker. So I'm not sure if I'm just making excuses or not, but it feels like they're much stronger at this time of day than any other.